It is an honor to be here to present another valuable content to each of you. There are people in today's world who are much smarter than others. Wise people know how to use strategies. They may seem smarter than others. They may not be actually smarter than them. So how is this possible? In this video, Smart People, we will discuss the things that individuals quietly do to gain an advantage in society. Keep in mind that it is clear that they have more to lose than to gain by revealing themselves in certain situations. Would you like to discover what wise individuals do and the strategies they use to become smarter than most people? So come with me and end up being weak as ever. Don't miss your chance to master it. Problem solving and resilience. Wise people solve their problems instead of complaining. Focus on problem-solving and resilient attitude is supported by Stoic philosophy, encourages the idea that we should accept life's challenges with calmness and determination. Complaining is seen as a negative and unproductive attitude. Intelligent individuals analyzes the problem, thinks of a solution, and tries to solve it. Each attempt contributes to gaining more experience, making it easier to solve future difficulties. Learning from the mistakes of others. Intelligent individuals analyze the mistakes of others. They subconsciously apply the principles of Stoic wisdom and lean with the Stoic philosophy. Instead of constantly correcting and judging others for their mistakes, they silently observe and they learn. Continuous correction can create intrigue and even alienate people. It is better to observe and learn from the mistakes of others by paying attention to detail. Not everyone takes criticism, well, avoid constantly correcting others. Learn from these mistakes silently and avoid wasting time trying to convince someone they are wrong. Instead, learn from these observations and focus on improvement, putting plans into action. Smart individuals who follow the Stoic philosophy from figures like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius understand that we need to act now rather than wait for ideal conditions. Smart people do not believe in the story of the right time or the perfect moment. Of course, there are times when it is better to wait, but in most cases, it is better to start putting your plan into action. It is very important, no matter what your idea or plan is. If you do not take action, you will stagnate and live in mediocrity. Smart people make the most of their time, work with what they have, adapt to challenges, and gain experience and maturity throughout life, even in the face of difficulties. If you encounter difficulties along the way, you will never learn and you will never be strong enough to withstand the pressures of the future. So if you want something to work, start now. Because acting is much better to wait indefinitely and not enjoy anything. Identifying bad influences. Recognizing and distancing yourself from bad influences aligns with the Stoic principle of cultivating the virtues and avoiding bad habits. One of the worst things you can do in social matters is to change attitudes you don't like. For example, it is to confront someone who does not have emotional control, who causes trouble for those around him, who disturbs the peace of others. It is an environment where you know that someone has a bad influence on you. If you are in the same environment with this person and you decide to confront him or say that he is bad, he will probably do anything to disturb your peace. Characterless people like to disturb the peace and pleasure of others. They are problematic. In our society, one wrong word can cause chaos. You identify someone somewhere as a bad influence. Distance yourself from that person and focus on what you need to do during that time without revealing yourself or interacting with that type of person. Observing looks and nonverbal communication, the way people look at you, you can learn a lot about them. Reveals the ability to observe micro-expressions and nonverbal language. Go with the Stoic attitude of paying attention to fine details. Looks say a lot, sometimes more than the words themselves. If the person has a sad look when bringing it, you will understand that this person has never really supported you. In summary, looks can reveal a lot about someone, because eyes cannot lie. They always tell the truth, even if words are lies. So pay close attention to how people look at you or how they move their eyes when talking to someone. If he says he trusts you, but you can't even look him in the eyes when making the statement, it means he really doesn't trust you. Pay attention not only to the look, but also to how they try to hide it. This can provide important information to understanding the facts of a situation. Knowing this, you can silently observe the gaze of others, because there is a lot about what they are trying to hide. You will discover something, gather valuable information. Intelligent individuals value information and handle it carefully. This is a harmonious philosophy of Stoic self-discipline and moderation. It is very important not to disclose information easily, as information is a valuable treasure. You are a businessman and information that will benefit a person in a particular company. Imagine that you have received this resource. If you share it with other entrepreneurs, they can use it for their own benefit, not to harm you. Sharing the source of information is a mistake because information is a treasure for the mind. We live in the information age where information is pure gold. It provides security, it provides the ability to know who to trust and who not to trust, and most importantly, it gives you the ability to choose. Therefore, collect information as quietly as possible and never reveal the extent of the knowledge you have. Stay secret so that no one can understand why your decisions are always sound. Analyze thoughts and separate the constructive from the destructive. Intelligent individuals adapt their thoughts to the Stoic approach to mastering their own reactions, and they try to examine their emotions to understand their values. We think about thousands of things throughout the day, and daily situations affect our thoughts. Let's think of an example. If you had stressful moments earlier in the day, you will still have thoughts of anger and discouragement when you go to bed. That's why we need to clear our conscience every day in a quiet place. What's up and what's what? For example, if you are thinking of harming someone, immediately put it out of your mind. Look for a better solution or how to avoid letting that person affect you. Constantly focus on recent negative events. Try to find a solution or something that will make you more satisfied or happy. If you are prone to thinking with anger or hatred, address these thoughts and feelings to the point of feeding them and, if possible, destroying them. Allowing these destructive ideas to settle in your mind is like allowing society to take over your home. It will eventually expand to the point where you live in an unhealthy place. Your mind works in a similar way. Will preoccupy you with destructive thoughts, so much so that your mind will explode, you will lose your logic. Observing people's intentions, silently paying attention to hidden motivations and underlying intentions, is in line with the Stoic principle of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is beyond our control. Let's say a person showed no interest in you, always remained distant and indifferent, but everyone would want to work. You get a great job in a company. After a week, a month, and a month, that distant person approaches you with a friendly and enthusiastic attitude. Sometimes he even wants to hang out with you. After you get that job, why does this person who was previously indifferent suddenly become so friendly? Because they are too. They want a job in the company, and now they are trying to make a connection with you and see if you can help them find a job. Be careful and try to detect these sudden approaches. A person can be friendly and sincere, and maybe there is nothing suspicious, but some people change their intentions to a friendly one. They hide behind appearances. This becomes obvious when someone who does not care about you suddenly starts to approach. Be careful and try to notice these sudden approaches, because a smile can hide hidden intentions. In short, by adopting Stoic principles in our daily lives, we can develop a mindset based on self-discipline, serenity, and continuous improvement. From solving problems with determination, we can reveal the true intentions of others. These Stoic lessons on discernment encourage us to live wisely and virtuously, face challenges calmly, and nurture the relationships and attitudes that will enable us to thrive in an ever-changing world. We have come to the end of this journey. I sincerely hope that you will find this advice very useful. I have read all the comments and will definitely see you commenting. Remember, you are all a very important part of this channel. So if this video was helpful, thought-provoking, or you learned something, leave a like, so that you can discover more powers of Stoic wisdom. Stay tuned to watch the next videos that will appear for you. Thank you very much for your interest.